So with the dog's learning, okay, so we have essentially 4 phases in learning for dogs, okay. So the first one is learning, okay. So learning implies that you are teaching, okay, makes sense? Which means in this phase, no one knows anything, okay. You don't have any expectations, okay. But that means you reward, so you pay everything that is what you want. So if you're doing sit and you're training sit and you're luring and their butt touches the floor, you pay it, okay. Whether it took them 5 seconds or 2 seconds, or they're sitting crooked, there's no criteria for that one, okay. Does that make sense? So we pay quite a lot, probably about 100% of the successes we pay. Anything else we ignore, okay. But remember, when we say ignoring, we still manage so that the dog doesn't have too many other options to access. So this is where that leash management comes in play, on the leash, right? Posting, tethering, that sort of thing. Okay. When
we're going to have to learn these acronyms, Matt. Leash management.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll give you the video. The second one is what we call transition. All right. Transition is when you start to see a dog trying by themselves. Okay, but it's very slow, it's unsure, that sort of thing. So what happens here is when you go sit and you want to lure the dog, and you'll see the dog, without you even luring, they'll go very slow into a sit, kind of like, I think this is what they want. Okay, most people, the first 2 or 3 times when the dog tries by themselves, they don't reward the dog. And if they don't reward the dog says in its head, oh, this must not be it. That's when they end in trouble. That is when I go, holy crap, lots of payment, lots of party. You have done that by yourself. Which means here is learning patience to give the dog a chance to do it. Does that make sense? Okay. This is the hardest phase for most people.
I find that easy, because when I feed him with the meat above his nose, he's stepping back. He's trying to learn what I'm doing with the meat.
But what I'm saying is...
And then he's sitting on his own.
Yes, but you're still luring. So I'll teach you about that.
Oh.
Yeah. When the help starts going away.
All right.
So for a child, for example, you teach them, what does plus mean, right? It means adding together. And then they'll go like this really, really quickly. They'll go 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, but 3 + 4, and you'll see in this stage they go like this. 7, and then you go, that's it, right? You don't be quiet, like, that's it, and then you go, oh, I did that by myself. Okay, training is actually just practicing. Okay, this is practicing what you know. I think I spelled that wrong, but this is practicing this. And here, so this one again, you only ever pay what you want.
No, that's right.
Yes, this one we start adding criteria, meaning. Now we start to add speed. We could add accuracy. Now I don't want you to sit 2 meters away. I want you to sit next to me on my left-hand side or my right. We can add speed. Maybe it's like, I don't want you to take 5 minutes to sit, right? I want you to sit within 2 seconds, whatever. Yeah. We can add the implied stay, okay? So before you even get to a stay, your dog must even get what it means first. Like, what is a sit? What is a drop? What is go to your bed? What is, Okay, that's very important. So then we start adding, and there's different criteria depending on what you're trying to do. So don't worry about that. The last one is proofing. Proofing. Now, some people in the training stage will start to add things like, I'm going to withhold rewards if you don't listen. Maybe I'm going to add a little bit of discipline if you do the wrong things. I don't know. That depends on you, okay? And it depends on the style of training you've got, okay? Proofing means we're testing. Okay, proofing means you're making a decision, buddy, and there is a consequence, whether it's good or bad. So you need to learn, okay? Like here in these 2 phases, generally, I'm happy if it takes a couple of bits, like, oh, sit. No, the sit's not it, and they keep trying to find the right one. But there's a point in time where it should be like, a sit's a sit, a drop's a drop, go to your bed, crate is crate. Okay. If you go through these appropriately, This should take you roughly 3 to 5 repetitions of corrections for the dog to go, oh, I get it. You shouldn't have to do more. But there's one thing that a lot of people forget, and that is generalization. Oh,
he's knocked his paw out.
So generalization is, if I taught you sit in the kitchen, sit means sit in the living room. It means sit in the dining room. It means sit out on the patio.
Yeah.
It means sit.
Yeah,
so,
taking it into other situations.
yeah, so it can be environment.
Yeah.
It could be different distractions. But it could even be as simple as angles. So for example, if you only ever teach a dog to sit in front of you, a sit is not the same for them if they have to do it next to you or on top of a table.
Wow.
They say, but it's different. So we have to help. Okay. It could even be distance. So a lot of people, when we work on our criteria, this is what we're talking about. If you didn't work on generalization, going into this is not fair.
Yeah, because he won't know how to do that himself.
That's it.
When we're out. Or...
That's all right. So that's why I'm teaching you everything I'm teaching you. Okay, to help you through all these phases. That by the end of the day, you're going to be so confident. He's going to make less and less mistakes because he's going to go, well, I know how to comply. I know what makes you happy. I know what makes me happy. Okay.